My peoples, we getting some fights. Well, not some fights, the main event. Roiman Villa, 27-3 with 25 knockouts, is about to fight the main event. You may remember Roiman Villa, he lost to Jerron Boots Ennis. And Roiman Villa now fights at the 154 division. And here we go. He's actually the underdog for this fight. Roiman Villa is the underdog. He's fighting an opponent, Francisco Veron, who's 15-1 with 10 knockouts. I know Roiman Villa. I know how good he is. Francisco Veron, I don't know him. Honestly, I never heard of him. Yet, he's the favorite to win this fight. So he's got to be good, man. He got to be a good fighter if he's favored to beat Roiman Villa. David Battlegun, 3 a.m. in London. What's up, my guy? What's the deal, my G? Yo, Pro Box, bro. Right now, the main event is about to go down. Roiman Villa. You may remember Roiman Villa. He fought Boots. He lost to Boots, but it was actually a good fight until he got stopped. What weight class? 154. Ooh. Wait a minute, damn, this dude's a big dude, man. Roiman Villa is about to fight a big dude, bro. Whoa. 154. Roiman Villa fought Boots at 147. And he was actually giving him a good fight until he got hurt. And then Boots got rid of him. This fight is for some kind of, one of those intercontinental titles. We go round number 1. Whoa, Veron right away letting his hands fly, my peoples. Right away, 1, 2, 3 from Veron. What the hell, my peoples? Yo, ooh, Veron with a left and a right to the melon. A left and a straight right hand to the dome piece. Veron came out swinging, a left hook, a left uppercut. Jab to the face, jab to the body, another jab. My peoples. Now I understand why he's the favorite. 1, 2 to the dome piece of Roiman. Jab to the body. Veron is being super active, letting the hands go. Villa going forward. Double jab. Ooh, 1, 2 from Veron. My peoples. Veron came out swinging, keeping it 100. Okay, now you see Roiman Villa catches it with a nice jab right to the nose piece. They right in the middle of the ring, my peoples, trading jabs. Ooh, left hook and left uppercut from Veron. You can already see that he got, he got that quick snappy jab, double jab to the face, straight right hand to the melon. My peoples, if you're watching Pro Box, you see what's going on. Salute, my peoples. Man, I gotta take these shits off. Veron can fight. Already put all type. Ooh, a 1 and a 2 to the melon from Veron. You see Roiman Villa now catches it with a right hook to the melon. W.A. Fernando Peters. Remember the name. My brother, Fernando Peters. That's my guy, bro. I don't have to remember the name. I know the name. Check it out. You can look into it. Fernando Peters is going to be a world champion. That's facts. They got to remember the name. I already know it. Here we go, my people. Roiman Villa going forward. Trying to mount his own attack. Left and a right. Go forward. Ooh, Veron with a left and a right to the body. Jab from Veron. Another jab from Veron. Who's the taller fighter. Got the range. Got the reach advantage. A jab. Ooh, a left hook to the body. Left uppercut to the mouthpiece. Veron letting the hands fly. Jab to the body. That was a stiff one. Another stiff jab to the body. Does a very good job, Veron, with using that reach advantage. Right hook to the melon from Villa. Ooh, Villa letting the hands fly. A left and a right and a left to the body. Jab from Veron. Double jab to the face piece. A left and a right from Veron. Those punches to the melon are going to add up. Double jab from Veron. Roiman Villa trying to get on the inside, but Veron is making him pay with that stiff jab. My people's round number 1 is over, and I'll tell you right now, Veron got that. Veron got round number 1. Jose Davis, Peraza, hola, buenas noches. ¿A qué hora comienza la pelea? Oye, la pelea comenzó ahora mismo. El primer round, este es la estelar. This is the main event, my people. Roiman Villa and Veron, they traded some nasty. Well, look, Veron got the best of him. Villa getting put hands on him. He landed a few good shots, but Veron got the first round. He is the favorite to win this fight, and now I understand why. He can fight. He can fight. And based off of that first round, I'm almost willing to say that he's going to stop Roiman Villa. Based off of that first round, I don't know Veron, never seen him before, but yo, he looking like he trying to hurt somebody. Being real aggressive too, man, with that jab. That combinations he's been consistent with a jab, left hook, left uppercut. Jab, left hook, left uppercut. Man, listen. Put hands on Roiman Villa. And what I feel like Veron is doing to make him dominate the first round and now is that he's using his range. You know, he's not allowing Roiman Villa to get on the inside without having to pay. Oh, he switched to southpaw. Look, 1-2 to the dome piece. That's a southpaw. Oh, left uppercut. That's a southpaw. Okay, now he went back to orthodox. So now we're seeing the versatility that Veron has. I'm telling you, man, I don't know if this fight goes the distance. Ooh, a jab and a right hook to the melon from Veron. Does this fight go the distance? I don't know, man. I don't know, my peoples. Okay, a left and a right from Villa to the dome piece. Good shots. Jab to the body. Veron has been super consistent, my peoples, with that jab to the body. Stiff. Look at it right there. Whoa. Hold on, my people. What just happened over here? He's been real consistent with that jab to the body. And the way Veron shoots it, you know, it's with some serious intentions. It's not just a score. It's like, I want you to feel this. I want this to wear on you. Here we go, my people. So again, Veron with the jab and the right hook to the dome piece. So far, 1-2 from Veron. So far, Veron has been real consistent with that jab. There you go. Villa tries a jab and a right uppercut. More jabs to the face. Right hand from Veron. Another jab to the body. Ooh, there you go. Villa catches him with a jab to the mouthpiece. Oh, there you go. A left hook, left hook. Veron with a right hook to the body. Another right hook to the body. Villa retaliates with his own right hook to the body. They trading jabs once again. Another jab from Veron. Another jab. Jab to the face piece from Villa. Veron with the right hand. Another jab to the body. So, if you're watching this, Veron is outworking him. Oh, a wild looping right hook from Villa misses. And a 1-2 from Veron. Jab from Veron to the body. Jab from Villa to the face piece. Roiman Villa keeps coming forward, keeps trying to apply the pressure. Misses with another looping right hand. Villa retaliates with a 1-2 to the dome piece. Right in the forehead. Another, or a right hand, right uppercut from Veron. Veron putting all type of hands on Roiman Villa. I don't know how much Villa is going to be able to take. Veron is simply outworking him. He's using that reach advantage. Oh, my God. 3 jabs and a right hook to the mouthpiece. A left uppercut. The jab to the body once again. Another jab to the body. Stiff ones. Putting the weight behind it. You know when a fighter really step into that jab? That's how he's doing it on him. He really putting Put hands on Roiman Villa. Ooh, straight left hand off of that southpaw stance. Villa catches him with a left hook. You see the lateral movement. Ooh, left and a right and a left. All of those shots to the dome piece. 1, 2, 3 to the face and ears of Roiman Villa. And the round is over. Listen, Roiman Villa has to make adjustments desperately. If he's not able to start doing some things differently, he's going to get stopped. That's how I see this playing out, because you're not going to be able to take all that punishment and continue to be effective. You know, what happens is, once you start getting hurt, little things start happening. You know, you start getting a step slower. You start not counterpunching when you normally would. So now your opponent can let his hands go a little bit more. So there's little things that start to happen when you're getting broken down. And it's only been 2 rounds, but it looks like Roiman Villa is going to get broken down and stopped if he doesn't change his approach. You know, he's going forward. There's not a whole lot of head movement. He's not really working behind the jab. You know, he throws a pretty good jab here and there, but he's not working behind it. And I'm telling you, my people, Roiman Villa, I can't see him going the distance. He's a tough guy, and he can take a shot. And he's missing, too. You know, like he's trying to set something up big, and he's missing a lot of shots. Those wear on you as well. And I'm telling you, my peoples, Veron has been very consistent with that jab. We're only in round number 3, right? It's early, but that jab has been non-stop. That stiff jab to the body, another jab. Roiman Villa tries to left and a right to the body. They back to the middle of the ring, my peoples. This is pro box. Some good action. Ooh, Veron with the straight right hand, the left hook to the melon. You see Roiman Villa going for straight right hand to the forehead. Left hook from Veron. He putting all type of hands on Roiman Villa. All type of hands on him. WA, when Fernando Peter fight again, my peoples, he's going to fight real soon. I think he posted it already. And by the way, I might actually be at those fights. I might be there. I'm almost sure that I'm going to be there. So Fernando Peters' next fight, I'm going to be covering that live, which I cover his last fight too, by the way. Roiman Villa's fighting back, man, but Veron is putting all type of hands on him. Jab from Veron, who's been so consistent with it. Villa retaliated with his own jab. Another jab to the forehead. Villa misses with a right hand. Villa catches him with a right hand to the face piece. Ooh, Villa with a left to the body, a right to the body, left to the dome piece. Misses with a looping left. 1-2 from Veron. They in the middle of the ring, my people. Veron with a right and a left. Villa retaliates with a left and a right. Veron with the jab to the face piece. Veron with a left hook to the body. That was rather vicious. Villa with a right hand. Veron with another jab. You see the forward, the lateral movement from Veron. 1-2 to the dome piece. Another jab. They traded jabs to the face. Ooh, Villa with a right hand to the melon. 20 seconds to go into the round. You see Villa going forward, trying to apply pressure. Straight right hand, a left hook to the wig piece from Veron. Jab to the body. Jab to the face piece. Straight right hand to the melon. Ooh, a straight right hand right to the forehead. Ooh, a left and right from Villa. Ooh, right, left for Veron. Straight in the kisser. The round is over. My peoples. They traded some serious leather. You see Roiman Villa fighting back. He trying. He trying, but he's being outworked. Being out power, putting all type of work on him. I could tell you right now, Roiman Villa is tasting every molecule, every vitamin and mineral in Veron's leather. Putting hands, you know, he getting beat up. Gotta switch up that. Look, what I would say that is Roiman Villa's biggest mistake is that he's not using that jab consistently. He's not using it to get on the inside. He's mostly just trying to get on the inside with very little head movement, by the way. Sometimes he goes in with a looping punch. But that's one thing, man. Roiman Villa, he kind of just stand there like this. The head movement for him is almost non-existent. And you got the taller guy who keeping that jab out there. Roiman Villa with a right and a left to the body. Ooh, a left and a right from Veron. Veron with a jab and a right to the melon. Veron with a left hook and a left uppercut. Veron with a right to the dome piece. Another jab. They trading jabs in the middle of the ring. There you go. You see Villa going forward now. Straight right hand from Villa. Misses. Get caught with a jab to the nose piece. 1-2 from Veron to Villa's wig piece. You see the lateral movement. A double jab to the face. Another jab to the body. Veron with the jab in the left. Putting all type of hands on Villa. That's the way to describe it. Another jab to the nose piece. Villa misses with a looping left hook. Going forward. Villa's trying to apply that pressure. 1-2 from Villa. Roiman able to, Roiman with a jab and a right uppercut. Right in the mouthpiece, my people. He tasted every molecule, vitamin, and mineral in Veron's right hand leather. Jab from Roiman Villa to the mouthpiece of Veron. Veron with a double jab, misses with a right hand. Villa was able to slip that vicious shot. There you go. They trading jabs in the middle of the ring. One thing about Roiman Villa is that he's going to keep going forward. If anything, he'll go out on his shield. He's not backing down. You may remember Roiman Villa from fighting Jerome Boots Ennis. He lost to Boots, but he was actually giving him some good work. He was competitive at times until that's it. He just, eventually Boots ended up getting him. Roiman Villa with a looping hand to the back of the head. The referee gave him a warning. He's getting frustrated, so he's throwing some crazy shots. WA, don't forget about my boy, David DeVell. My peoples. Bro, David DeVell. Remember that name, too. David DeVell is a special young fighter. You know, I know him since he was an amateur fighter, and I saw him win tournaments. I saw him, you know, he's just so talented. So David DeVell is also somebody that you will see in the future. He's going to do big things in the world of boxing. He made his pro debut recently, won. He's going to be fighting again on the same card as Fernando Peter. David DeVell. Remember that name, my peoples. For sure. Here we go. You see Roiman Villa going forward. Oh, a left and a right and a left from Roiman Villa. Veron catches him with a 1-2-3 to the dome piece. Jab from Roiman Villa. Jab to the body from Veron. Straight right hand from Veron Villa with a left and a right. Veron with a right to the dome piece, and the round is over. They finished the round with some sweet action, my peoples. They really going at it now. It's getting, you know, closer because Roiman Villa is being more aggressive, but he's still getting beat to the punch. He's still being outworked. That's the one thing. If you allow the taller man to control the distance, the range with that jab, you're cooked. He is cooked. So at the end of the day, what we really need to see Roiman Villa is start using that jab, get behind that jab, using that head movement. He's kind of just going forward and being outworked by the guy who got the reach advantage on him. WA, my peoples, I have a question for you. Were you ever an amateur boxer? My peoples, yes, sir. I was an amateur boxer in New York City. The highlight of my amateur boxing was the New York Golden Gloves. I made it to the semifinals. And when I lost in the semifinals, I kind of got down in boxing. And eventually, that's how I ended up quitting. Didn't really have the discipline to stay in it. Was disappointed that I lost. And that's it. That was the last time that I fought. Here we go, my peoples. Veron going forward now. Oh, Roiman Villa now with a left hook. Going forward, trying to put hands on Veron, who's winning this fight. They're in the middle of the ring, my peoples. Here we go. Here we go. Sizing each other up. You see the face. Ooh, Roiman Villa catches Veron with a nice right hand. Veron with the jab to the body. Jab to the face piece from Veron. Another jab to the body and a right hand. You can see that Veron just is, number one, is outworking him and landing more punches, landing the cleaner punches, throwing more combinations. At this point, it's only the 5th round. Ooh, jab and a left hook to the face piece and a jab to the body. At this point, only the 5th round, and you can see that Roiman Villa is trying to just land one big shot. Like he's going forward and not throwing many punches. Look, right there, he threw just one left hook, a looping left hook, and he almost fell. Veron with the left hook and a jab to the face. A right hook from Veron. They're in the clinch, my peoples. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go into round number 5. Jab to the face piece. Ooh, a left hook and a right hand from Veron. Villa missed with another looping wild right hook. That's another thing, man. Villa has missed with a lot of those shots where he's kind of like leaping and spinning into it. That takes a lot out of you to miss shots like that. Jab to the body from Veron. That was a stiff one. Oh, right uppercut and a left hook from Villa. That was a good one. Jab to the face from Roiman Villa. Jab from, oh my goodness, Veron with a jab, a right uppercut, another jab, a straight right hand. Jab to the body. Jab to the face. And look, let me show you. Right now, I can see that jab to the body is having an effect on Roiman Villa. Look, now he got him. The referee's warning him. He had Veron in a headlock. But how I know that jab to the body is getting to Roiman Villa, is affecting him, because a lot of them was landing stiff. And now in the 5th round, for the first time, ooh, Roiman Villa with a right hook to the body, left hook to the melon. Now, for the first time in this round, I saw Veron throw a jab to the body, and Roiman try to move it out the way, try to push it out the way. Like that's it. He's not letting those slip. He's feeling those. Ooh, a jab and a right uppercut from Veron. Rather vicious. Another jab to the body. Ooh, a left hook, right hand from Veron. Forehead combination to the dome piece. There you go, a left hook, a jab. Roiman missed with a wild right hand once again. 1-2 to the dome piece from Veron. Veron with a jab. Straight right hand from Veron. The round is over. Man, listen, the way for me to describe it, Roiman Villa is fighting back. He is landing some good shots, but Veron is too much so far. You know, outworking him, outlanding him, and outboxing him. Because you see Roiman Villa trying to apply that pressure, constantly going forward. But he has somebody in front of him that's just technically more sound. WA, my peoples, you're going to watch Frank Martin on December 6th? Come on, my peoples. Frank the Ghost Martin is one of my favorite fighters to watch. Every time he step in the ring, you know you're going to get that smoke. You know you're going to get that action. Salute to Frank Martin, man. I wish that he wouldn't have experienced the inactivity that he has, because, again, you know, he's a world caliber fighter. He hasn't won a world title yet, but you saw the type of work that he was giving Tank Davis before he lost that fight. And you're talking about, look who he lost to. So I'm super looking forward to seeing Frank the Ghost Martin come back, for sure. Veron with a left hook, another jab. You know, it seems like every round, Veron kicks it off by putting all type of hands on Villa. And this round is no different. Right away, he came out, left hook, right uppercut. Ooh, a 1-2. Or another 1-2 from Veron. A left hook, a left uppercut, a left and a right. Roiman Villa with a jab to the face piece. And that's the one thing. Roiman Villa has a good jab, but he's just getting out work, not throwing enough of them. Jab and a right hook to the body from Veron. Roiman Villa with a jab. Straight right hand misses from Roiman Villa. Jab to the body from Veron. How many of those has he landed? I have no clue, but it's been a lot of those. Ooh, straight right hand from Veron. Roiman Villa with a left hook to the melon. That one landed. A left and a right from Veron. Another left from Veron. Veron with a jab to the body. Roiman Villa with a straight right hand to the face. Veron with a jab to the face piece. They in the middle of the ring, my peoples. Villa misses. Veron misses with a jab, but then catches with a jab to the body. Ooh, a left hook, right uppercut, left hook, right hand from Veron. Forehead combination, my peoples. That was a chicken wing, a drumstick, A biscuit and a nugget. No soda. Left him out to dry. Left hook from Roiman Villa misses. Another jab to the body. Straight right hand to the face piece from Villa. Ooh, a right hand and a left hook. The classic combination from Veron. Followed up by a right jab to the body. A jab to the face piece. That was a left jab, man. He messing me up because Veron showed us that he's a versatile fighter. Right now he's fighting as a right-hander, but he's also switched to southpaw. Oh, 3 jabs to the face and then another one to the body. Straight right hand from Veron. Roiman Villa getting punched in the face repeatedly, habitually. Straight right hand from Veron. Roiman Villa missing with a right hand, trying to go forward, trying to apply pressure, but he has somebody in front of him who's more active, who's technically more sound. You see blood coming down from Roiman Villa's nose piece after all them jabs and those right hands. Ooh, a jab to the body, straight right hand to the melon from Veron. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 from Veron. Jab to the body from Veron, and they go into a clinch. Listen, my peoples. Right now, I don't know if Roiman Villa is going to be able to survive the distance because he's being outclassed. That's the way that I would describe it. He's being outclassed. It's hard to see how he's going to, unless he lands like a huge bomb and hurts his opponent, he's cooked. They in the middle of the ring, my peoples. Jab from Veron, another jab to the forehead, another jab and a 1-2. A 1-2 from Veron, followed up by a left hook. Rather vicious, my peoples. The round is over. The round is over, my peoples. I got to tell you, man. And I said it from the beginning. I still don't know if this fight is going to make it the distance. Round number 7. Right now, it's about to kick off. I do not know if this fight goes the distance, my peoples. Because Veron, who I don't know, who I'm not familiar with, he putting all type of hands on Roiman Villa. And by the way, Veron is the favorite to win this fight. I don't even know him. I don't know him. I don't know if any of you guys know about him. I never heard of him. Never seen him fight. I don't know if he exclusively fights on Pro Box. That could be why. But the guy can fight. That's what I got to tell you, my peoples. The guy can fight. Roiman Villa is being outclassed. And like I said, man, unless he lands a huge bomb, I don't see him winning this fight. I don't know how he could win it. He's fighting somebody who's making him pay every time he try to close the gap. That jab has been so consistent. Look, jab from Veron. 1, 2, 3 from Veron. Jab from Veron. Double jab from Veron. Another jab. Roiman Villa trying to retaliate. Double jab from Veron. Double jab from Veron again. Veron with the jab. Straight right hand from Veron. Veron with a left and a right. Roiman Villa misses with a right hand. You see him going forward. Roiman Villa, another right hand. Veron with the jab. Villa with the right hand. 1, 2 from Veron. Veron with the jab to the face. Had his head looking like a bobblehead. Oh, they traded hooks right there. Oh, 1, 2 from Veron. Landed flush. Oh, another one from Veron to Villa's melon, my peoples. Are we getting close to a stoppage? Oh, a straight right hand for Veron. Another jab to the face piece. Villa's trying. He's going forward. Trying to apply pressure, but Veron putting leather on him, my peoples. Like I told y'all, man, I don't know if Roiman Villa is going to be able to survive. And honestly, this is the type of fight that is hard for the corner, for the ref, to anybody to stop it, because Roiman Villa keeps going forward. He keeps throwing punches. Fights like this are hard to stop, but sometimes you got to stop him because you're going to let him get pummeled for 12 rounds. He's being outclassed. Ooh, jab. A hard jab to the body and a right hand from Veron. Veron, my peoples, not only is he winning every round, but he's doing it in convincing fashion. As the rounds progress, Roiman Villa's activity, his output, is decreasing. And he's more and more relying on trying to land a big shot. Come on now. WA, my peoples, who you think is the GOAT of boxing? Well, the GOAT of boxing right now, the GOAT of this era is Terrence Bud Crawford right now. Of all time, you know, there's multiple people in that. Oh, 1-2. Another 1-2. Roiman Villa getting hands put on him. The round is over. You know, I would say you could put in that conversation Muhammad, if we're talking about all time, right? We could say Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson. There's a few people, but the person who's most commonly put at the #1 slot is Floyd Mayweather, right? I used to always go back between Ali and Floyd, but finally I settled on Floyd. So I say Floyd right now is the greatest of all time. Crawford may be giving him a run for his money. If he wins undisputed in the 4th division, we're going to have that conversation. Which, by the way, interestingly enough, it looks like Terrence Crawford is going to the 160 division. Well, who has the green title in that division? Who has the green belt? Oh, 1-2 to the face piece of Roiman Villa. He's just eating the sweetest leather. Man. Who has the green belt at the 160 division? None other than Carlos Adames. So Terrence Crawford talking about fighting Johnny Beck at 160. But if he does fight Johnny Beck, who has the other title left? Carlos Adames. So are we going to see, can we potentially get Crawford versus Adames? That's a possibility. My people's Veron versus Villa, you know, it's turned into a one-sided affair. Villa has been trying to fight back the whole time, has been going forward. But Veron is just outclassing him, outworking him. A left and a right to the dome piece from Veron to prove my point. A jab to the body, jab to the face piece. You see the lateral movement. Roiman Villa has zero head movement. You know, he's just going forward with the hands up. You know, sometimes he blocks the punches. Sometimes they get past the guard. He punch him in the face. But, you know, Roiman Villa missing with a right and a left. You know, right now, this is the 8th round of a 10-rounder, my people. You can see that Roiman Villa abandoned the jab altogether. He's not throwing jabs at all. He's trying to, you know, he knows he's way behind on the card, so I guess he's trying to land a big bomb, make something happen for himself. But it's not happening. Jab to the body from Veron, jab to the face. A 1-2 from Veron and another jab. Another jab to the mouthpiece from Veron. Roiman Villa with his own jab. Roiman Villa with a right hook to the body, but then missing with a huge looping left hook to the dome. Veron was able to slip that one. Oh, 1, 2, 3 to the face of Villa. Got his head looking like a bobblehead dog. 1, 2, 3 to the dome piece of Villa. A straight right hand. He's going forward, man. He's trying. Can't take it away from him. A right hand to the melon. Another right hand to the melon. Ooh, 1, 2 to the dome piece. A left and a right from Roiman Villa. Jab to the face, left hook from Veron. Ooh, Villa with 2 left hooks to the body and a right hook. Veron with a left jab to the body, stiff one. Villa misses with a right hand. The thing about Veron is that, ooh, 2 right hands to the dome piece of Villa. A jab. Veron has very good footwork. You see that he's all over the ring. Very good lateral movement, so he never stays in front of Roiman Villa for a long time. Roiman Villa with a nice left hook. Ooh, Villa catching with a left hook to the melon. 1, 2, 3 from Veron. A stiff jab to the nose piece. Willie Mack, salute. Bam. My peoples, Fernando Peter going to be top 10 in the future, my people. Fernando Peter's a special fighter. Imagine in his pro debut, I watched him fight as a southpaw and as an orthodox. And I think he told me that he mostly been fighting, if I'm not mistaken, as a southpaw. For his pro debut, he fought orthodox. And you can see the versatility already. Imagine the type of talent that it takes for somebody to work on a new skill in their pro debut. Like, yeah, my pro debut, let me work from the right side, from the left side. Who does that? You got to be a special talent in order to pull that off. My peoples, Roiman Villa, it looks like he's going to prove me wrong as far as getting stopped, because I've been feeling like he's not going to go the distance, but this is a 10-rounder, and I think we headed into round number 9, and he's there and fighting back. He getting pummeled out there. Don't get it twisted. Round number 9 kicked off. Roiman Villa going forward. You see the lateral movement from Veron. Veron switches to that southpaw stance. Still moving around the ring. Straight left hand from Veron out of that southpaw stance. You see Villa, another straight left hand. Villa going forward with a right hand to the body. Villa with a looping right hand. If you're watching this 1-2 from Veron, you'll notice Villa has completely abandoned the jab. There is no jabbing. He's going forward. Left hook, right hook. Left hook. He's just trying to land that. Another left hook from Villa that misses. He gets hit with a jab to the forehead. A jab and a straight right hand to the melon. Veron is being very disciplined with his footwork, with his movement, not being irresponsible, not staying in front of Roiman Villa. He knows the guy has power. A left hook and a right hand and a left hook from Veron. Villa catches with a right uppercut and a jab. Roiman Villa, you can see the desperation. You can see him, going forward now, trying to increase that punch output. But it's too late. If he don't get a knockout, if he can't get a knockout, it's over. Ooh, right uppercut from Veron. That landed right in the kisser. Again, Roiman Villa is tasting every molecule, vitamin and mineral in Veron's leather. Tasty, tasty stuff. What's going on over here? Jab to the face. Another jab to the face from Veron Villa with a right and a left. That's it, my people. Roiman Villa, he just gone on a head hunting tour. But it's super tough to score a knockout on somebody that's beating you up out there. Jab from, a 1-2 from Veron. 45 seconds to go into round number 9. Hey, in the middle of the ring, another 1-2 from Veron, followed up by a jab to the body. Villa with his right hand. Veron with that lateral movement, that footwork. Villa's going forward. 1-2 to the face piece from Veron and a left hook. Villa going forward with a right hand. Veron with his own right hand. Another right hand from Veron who went back to that orthodox stance. They clinching, my peoples. Here we go. They separated. 10 seconds to go into the round. A left uppercut, straight right hand to Roiman Villa. Smelling the left and the right. Roiman Villa goes down, my peoples. Brutal shots. Is Roiman Villa going to be able to get up? He took some nasty punishment. 8, 9. Roiman Villa gets up. He gets up. The referee's going to let him continue, my peoples. The round is over. The round is over. Ate some brutal shots right before the round ended. And finally goes down. A left hook. Another left hook. Roiman Villa went down. Those were some nasty shots. It was a right hand. A 1, 2, 3. And then another 3. Nasty punishment from Veron. Is Roiman Villa going to be able to survive this last round? Veron is going to be going out there trying to stop him. He's going out there trying to finish him. My peoples. Roiman Villa is in trouble. He barely made the count. Barely. I did not think he was going to make that. Because when the referee counted was at 7, he was still down and he got up real quick. So let's see how this round is going to play out. What kind of drama are we gonna witness, if any? Double jab in the right hand from Veron. Another jab. You see Roiman Villa with retaliate with a left hook. Jab from Veron. Villa with a jab. Veron with a 1-2. Left uppercut. 1-2 from Veron. Jab to the body from Veron. Villa trying to retaliate with left and right. Jab to the face from Veron. Villa missed with a left. Veron with a right. They trading leather. Roiman Villa is desperate. He knows that he can only win via a knockout. He knows this. They trading jabs in the middle of the ring, my peoples. And you go there in the middle of the ring. 1-2 from Veron. Villa is going forward. He's trying to make something happen for himself. A left and right to the body from Roiman Villa. They go into a clinch. My peoples. Veron with a jab. Veron with a straight right hand. Villa attempts a right uppercut. Misses with a left hook. Loses his balance. They in the middle of the ring once again, my people. Veron with a 1-2 and a left hook to the face piece. Veron misses with a right uppercut. My peoples. The action is brutal right now. Ooh. Roiman Villa catches Veron with a left to the melon piece. Ooh, Veron with a left and a right. Villa trying to fight back. Ooh, 1-2-3 from Veron, man. Ooh, 1-2 from Veron. Villa with a left hook. Veron with a left uppercut to the face piece. Veron with a 1-2-3 to the dome piece. Villa going forward. 1-2 from Veron. Villa try to clinch. Veron pushes him to the floor. Villa goes down into the ground like a rag doll. He does not have his legs under him, and I could see that as he got up from the floor. Villa with a left and right. Veron with a 1-2-3. Veron with a right hand to the melon. Villa misses with a right hand. Villa with a left hook to the dome piece. He just doesn't have that power. That's it. Villa shot. He don't have that power anymore. A left and a right from Veron followed up by a right uppercut. 50 seconds to go into round number 10, my peoples. Villa misses with a 1-2-3. Veron still good on his footwork. 1-2-3 from Veron. Straight right hand and a left from Veron to the face piece of Villa. Left hook. Villa with a left and a right. Veron with a left hook to the wig piece. They're in the clinch, my people. The referee separated them. 30 seconds to go. 1-2 from Veron. Villa misses with a left hook to the melon. Veron in round number 10 still doing a great job of slipping punches. There you go, my people. 20 seconds to go. Left hook from Veron. Villa misses with a looping right hand. Straight right hand. Left hook. Right hand. Left hand. Straight right hand. Right hand. Left hand. To the face piece of Roiman Villa, who just keeps going forward, absorbing punishment, trying to fight back. He's a warrior. But today, he's being outclassed. Missed with a right and a left. Villa missed with a looping right hand. And there you have it, my people. The fight is over. Roiman Villa got pummeled. This was a pummeling session. He fought back. He tried hard. But ultimately, the guy who was the better boxer, who, you know, he just outworked Roiman Villa throughout the fight. I think possibly, Roiman Villa got one round. Possibly. That's just possibly. My people, who's your favorite boxer? My favorite boxer, I would say right now, is Terrence Crawford. Right now. There you have it. Roiman Villa moved up to the 154 division. And, yo, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. He fought hard, had a tough opponent in front of him, man. Tough opponent. This was a tough fight, my people. Whoa. They went the distance. Roiman Villa got dropped in round number 9. And, you know, the only way I guess I could describe it is that Roiman Villa got outclassed. You know, he's a guy who can fight. He's a guy who got skills. But he has someone in front of him. Now I understand why Veron was the favorite to win this fight. Ooh, you see right there when he dropped him with a brutal combination. It was a 1-2-3 followed up by another left hook. When he saw him stunned, He got him out of there. So there you have it, my peoples. And you can see they're showing the punch output. And you can see that Roiman Villa, his punch output was low. Look, 427. 427 for Veron to 278 for Villa. Then the jabs, yo, Veron landed 94 jabs. Roiman Villa landed 14. Total punches, 966 from Veron to 422 for Villa. So Veron threw more than double the punches when compared to Roiman Villa. He outworked him like crazy. Here we go, the winners being announced officially. Listen, man, this guy, Veron, he can fight. Let's see what opportunities are going to come his way. But he can fight. I have a feeling that we're going to see this dude. There you have it. Francisco Daniel Veron. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Francisco Veron beats Roiman Villa. And it was interesting to see the way that it all played out. This is a guy that I'm not familiar with, Francisco Veron. First time I seen him fight. Maybe that's because it's on Pro Box. Maybe because I don't know all the guys that are on that fighting on there. But this guy's for real, man. It's not one of the main titles. What he got right now is one of the Intercontinental belts. But, man, the way that he outclassed Roiman Villa, it shows us, man, that he's somebody that we might be seeing in the future on a big stage. I mean, right? But we don't know him. Some of us found out about Veron today, my peoples. Some of us found out what he do today. And I'm going to go ahead and say that this guy, based on the way that he finished Roiman Villa, we're going to see him again with some of the fighters that we do know. That's going to happen. This dude can fight. I'll give him that. 30. I'm about to post. Of course, I'm going to post a video of this, right? Of this fight. Interesting stuff, y'all. Very interesting stuff. My peoples, I want to give a shout out to everybody who tuned in. Roiman Villa is a fighter that he's a good fighter. I had seen him a couple of fights before he faced Jerome Boots Ennis. But at 154, he may be in trouble based on what I see right here. He may be small in that division. The dude he was facing looked real big in front of him. So I don't know how it all goes. But Veron, congratulations. That was a great win, great performance. Let's see what's next for him. My people, salute to everybody. Y'all already know what it is. This fight night with JSmiff. Tomorrow, we're getting the real deal Holyfield. We're getting some great fights. I gave you my 4 predictions. Who are going to be the 4 winners tomorrow? Bam Rodriguez will beat El Puma Martinez. Abdullah Mason is going to beat Sam Noakes. Devin Haney is going to beat Brian Norman Jr. And David Benavidez is going to beat Anthony Yarde. Call below. I was just saying that right now. Devin Haney is going to beat Brian Norman Jr. You could say that. You could say that if you want and even laugh at it. But just know that on Sunday morning, there will be an episode of Boxing for Breakfast. I look forward to seeing you there. I hope you don't do like the people who say Canelo's going to knock Crawford out. and then they just disappear. I hope you don't do one of those. Be there. Kobe, we all know Norman has no footwork. But Devin has, all right, listen. You could say Devin has this, he doesn't have that. At the end of the day, you're going to find out. You're going to find out why I'm JStradamus. That's all I can tell you. Because, look, you're saying Devin has problems with left hooks. The guy lost one fight in his entire career. You built a whole narrative, and not even lost because that was overturned, right? But you built a whole narrative around his fight with Ryan Garcia, a whole narrative about what you think his whole career is going to be. No bueno, papi. You're going to find out that logic never works. That logic is going to fail you. Kobe, Devin leaves his jab out too long. And if you rewatch the Lomachenko fight, you can see it. But every fight is not the same. You don't fight everybody the same. So you leaving your jab out there for too long for this fighter doesn't mean you're going to leave it out there for this fighter. But you have to understand. You're saying that Devin leave the jab out there for too long. Who's the faster fighter out of Devin and Brian Norman Jr.? Who's faster out of them two? Devin, I don't think you're going to debate who's faster. Wes does it. Turkey got the Tom and Jerry stuck in his head. He's going to try and trade, but Brian Jr. is going to clip him like a barbershop. Listen, bro. Devin Haney is not going to sit there and trade with Brian Norman Jr. He not dumb. They know what they're going there for. They're not going to... Like, Brian Norman Jr. is literally the hardest puncher in the division. We can, like... I don't even think that could be up for debate. The type of power this guy has. Ain't you telling me that Devin Haney's just going to stand there and trade with him? I don't see it, bro. I know that they are going to have exchanges when he's going to go toe-to-toe with him. But that's not going to be consistent. You're going to see Devin Haney using that footwork. You're going to see Devin Haney looking for those angles. You're going to see him do a lot to offset some of the best things that Brian Norman Jr. is able to do. That big punch that you guys are going to be waiting for, he's going to land that big punch and knock him out. That shit is not going to land. That left hook that y'all waiting for, that shit is not going to land. Kobe, Norman can cut the ring off. Devin going to have a hard time fighting off the back foot. You're going to see Devin looking for that mouthpiece. So, and that's something that in part I agree with. Brian Norman Jr. Because let me just say, I know that Brian Norman Jr. is a special fighter. I know what he can do. I know that he's going to accomplish more throughout his career. He's going to be one of those guys. But so is Devin, right? So I don't underestimate at all what Brian Norman Jr. is able to do. But what I do feel like this fight will play out similar to Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. As far as Brian Norman Jr. having the footwork and the athleticism to be able to stay in front of him and apply that constant pressure. That's how I expect this fight to be super competitive. I don't think that Devin is going to wash him or make it look easy like some people suggest. And I don't think Brian Norman Jr. would make it look easy either. Because I know that he has the tools and resources to pull this off. You just, if you're picking one, you got to pick one. You can't pick both to win it. And let me tell you something. I think this fight is what shows people that I'm not biased. That I'm not somebody that's picking based on favoritism. You know why? Because Brian Norman Sr. has been on my platform and we talk boxing privately. And I never met Bill Haney. I never met him, never exchanged words with him. So logically, if I'm a biased person, I'm gonna tell you guys that I got Brian Norman Jr. winning. Because, you know, the fact that I've had conversation with his pops. And Brian Norman Sr., he's simply a cool dude. He's a good guy. He not just, you know, a good coach and a celebrity. He actually a good guy. So if I was biased, I would just say, nah, Brian Norman Jr. got this. Because those are, you know, I see them like that's my peoples. But at the end of the day, when I'm making a pick, I never make a pick based off of personal, you know, whether if I have a relationship with somebody, if I know them, if we exchange words, whatever it is. That's not what I'm going to use to make my pick. I'm going to make my pick based on assessing both fighters, their skill sets, their physical attributes. And when I take all of those things into consideration, that's how I'm going to render an opinion. Not because I know this guy, I know that guy, I talk to this dude. Nah, I don't make a pick based off of that. Wes Dustin, Norman Jr. is athletic enough to catch something. Devin won't hurt him. Devin may be able to offset his rhythm, but I got faith in my guy. And that's what I think, that Devin Haney's footwork, his angles, that jab, and the things that he's able to do, his counter-punching ability, I think he's going to offset some of those things that you see Brian Norman Jr. doing versus lesser opponents. Because let me tell you something. And I want y'all to understand this. Wes Dustin, I want you to understand this, my guy. Brian Norman Jr. has never been on the big stage with the type of fighters that Devin Haney has, right? He's never been in there with a Lomachenko. He's never been in there with a Regis Prograis. Or with a Ryan Garcia. So when you take that into consideration, you have to wonder, how would Brian Norman Jr. have looked against Lomachenko? How would he have looked versus Regis Prograis? I'm not saying that he doesn't beat those guys. But is he going to knock him out in the first round like he did Jin Sasaki? Probably not. So you have to see that difference. Like if you're fighting the lesser guys and you're knocking them out quick, and I'm fighting, this guy's a future Hall of Famer, we going the distance, I'm getting more from my development process than you getting from yours. That was just a quick shot. You got him out of there. I had to work for this W. And those fights make a difference. When two people meet up, those type of fights in your resume make a difference. You guys are about to find out. Kobe, Devin isn't humble enough, man. I mean, I don't know what do you mean by he's not humble enough? Wes Dustin, this one is a personal pick for me. It's 50-50, but I got to call side, and I'm rolling with Atlanta's only champ. Now, listen, if it's 50-50, as a matter of fact, it's 50-50, and you going with your guy. But, bro, if he was the under, it could have been 80-20. And you can't tell me. I know how y'all get down in the ATL. You would have still been rocking with Brian Norman Jr. if he would have been a 20-80 underdog. You would have still rocked with him. You're not rocking with him because he is 50-50. Kobe, Tank resume is better than Devin by far. Even Rolly resume is better than Devin. Okay, so what win Tank Davis got that you think is better than Lomachenko and Regis Prograis? Let me know. In your opinion. Lomachenko, multi-division world champion, future first Battle Hall of Famer, unified champion. 3-belt unified champion. Almost became undisputed. Who Tank beat that's better than Lomachenko, in your opinion? Or that got a better resume than Lomachenko? Or who Tank beat that got a better resume than Regis Prograis? West Dustin, resumes don't win fight. That's 100% facts. That's 100% fact. Resume don't win fights. If that was the case, we see a lot of the great ones never lose because they always go into the ring with a better resume. But to say that that Tank Davis got a better resume than Devin, I think that is kind of funny. So I'm trying to see what Kobe Lowe is gonna tell us. He's like Kobe Lowe. You was going real rapid on that keyboard. Pop, pop, pop. I just asked you a simple question, man, and it seems like you went quiet. What win in Tank Davis' resume is better than Devin Haney beating Lomachenko? It looked like Kobe Lowe packed himself out with that one. West Dustin, nah. Tank ain't going hard like Devin. I mean, like, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's some Tankomaniac shit right there. But Kobe Lowe went real quiet after that one. Let's give him a 24-hour break so he can have a good reason to be quiet. Hold on, Kobe Lowe. Leo Santa Cruz better than Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia is better than Lomachenko. Pedraza. Hold on, let me see. Leo Santa Cruz doesn't got a better resume than Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia never won a title before getting in the ring with Tank Davis. Pedraza, he became a stepping stone. Everybody beat him up. Mario Barrios had a secondary title. Pitbull Cruz had never won a title. All of those guys you think are better than Lomachenko? Kobe? Whoa, Kobe. We're going to have to start giving you boxing lessons, bro. Corey B. Evander Holyfield was Atlanta's champ. Kobe, all of those guys you think are better than Lomachenko? We're going to have to help you out, man. Kobe need help. My peoples, somebody educate Kobe over here. He trying to tell us that all these guys are better than Lomachenko. Oh, man. West does it. Veron Forrest, too. But currently, Norman the only champ here. Man, Veron Forrest can fight, man. And I'm going to tell you something, West does it. Veron Forrest, I didn't like him for a little while. Because when he beat Mosley the first time, Mosley was one of my favorite fighters. And when Veron Forrest beat him, I didn't know him like that. Hold on, Kobe Lowe. Kobe Lowe, talk to us, man. What happened, Kobe Lowe? Those guys are better than Lomachenko? So, when Veron Forrest beat Sugar Shane Mosley, I didn't know him like that. I had not really been following him like that. He's somebody that I knew was real good, but I didn't even think he had a chance of beating Mosley, honestly. I felt like Mosley was going to just whoop him. So when that first fight happened and he dominated Mosley the way that he did, and, Mosley took his first loss to Veron Forrest, I was like, nah, man, Mosley underestimated him. In the rematch, Mosley going to beat him up. That's what I thought, right? Then comes the rematch. And he put the same Swiss beats on Mosley that he did in the first fight. Maybe he even put a worse beating on the second one. Maybe it was a worse beating. And that's it. That's when I accepted him. That's when I accepted him. I was like, yeah, man, this guy's special. That's it. There really ain't no getting around it. West Dustin super slept on. Veron didn't get the love he deserved. Rematch was amazing. I think what made the rematch so crazy is that now, first of all, Mosley lost for the first time. He got a chip on his shoulder. Now he's preparing for Veron Forrest, the guy that he just fought. And look at the way that shit played out. Braskarok, bro. The Swiss, the Dre, and the respective Apple beats were layeth on Sugar Shane Mosley. The first and the second time. The second time is when I finally accepted, yo, Veron Forrest, god damn, he for real. And then it's crazy how he ended up losing to Mayorga. Twice. Then he lost to Mayorga and got stopped. Took the rematch, got stopped. I thought that was crazy. Mayorga, I'm going to put it to you like this. Mayorga and Maidana, in a way, they're like the same fighter. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Mayorga and Maidana are the type of fighters that they're not the most talented, but they have the heart, they have the aggressiveness, the tenacity to beat fighters that are more talented than them. Because trust me, if you look at Maidana and you look at Adrian Broner, skill for skills, it's not even close. Adrian Broner is the most skilled fighter, the most talented fighter. But when you got a guy in front of you that won't stop punching, won't stop going forward, is going to eat everything you got, it could be a problem. If you're not on your best night, it could be a problem. You're going to lose to these guys. And guys like that, they beat top-level fighters because of it, because people don't think that they're about that life. But they got them balls, and they win off of that. Wes Dustin mostly was my guy, too. I remember when Floyd did the face-to-face interview and talk cash shit. Cash shit to mostly face. That's what made me not like Floyd. So Floyd Mayweather, man, I've had mixed emotions about him. Like, there are times that I didn't like him. Then there's times that I did like him. And it's like a love-hate. Whoa, I just watched somebody get knocked out brutally. It's like a love-hate type of situation. Wes Dustin, I see how you say that. Those guys can just be too much. Man, some guys, Floyd Schofield has that potential. You see? Floyd Schofield is one of those guys who he's not all the way there where the top guys are, but he's skilled enough and has the tenacity to beat guys that are more talented. Fighters like that, you got to be on your best night to beat them. So if you're great, but you're not on your best night, you showed up with a little ankle, a little pain on your ankle, a little sore elbow. Fighters do that all the time and people don't even know it. But you showed up with a little sore elbow, with a little pain in your pinky, with a little something against a fighter like that, and that could be enough for him to beat you. Wes does it. Enough chin, power, and bang with anyone. That's why Floyd Schofield is a dark horse. He's a dark horse. Look what he did to Tevin Farmer, by the way. I'm somebody who will respect the fighters and respect what they done in the ring. Tevin Farmer is a guy I got respect for. I seen him accomplish. I seen him overcome adversity in the ring. I seen him, I know the type of skills that he got. I know he wanted to fight Tank Davis because he felt confident that he could win that fight, Tevin Farmer. And look what Floyd Schofield did to him. Obliterated him. And by the way, I have Floyd winning that fight. But man, I didn't know he was going to brutalize him in one round. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Braskarov, sick and bad though. Who's sick and bad? You mean Floyd Schofield where he couldn't make the fight with Shakur? Are you referring to that? But my peoples, I hope you guys already see my prediction about yesterday's card. And if you go against me like Wes does it, On the Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney fight, you're going to be hurt. Your feelings going to be hurt. So I gave you my 4. You need to understand those are the 4 that's going to win. That's why I gave you those 4. Matter of fact, man, tomorrow I think I'm gonna go place a little wager. You know, those 4, that's a good one. Little quick 4. Little quick 4. I'm gonna place a little wager tomorrow. Wes does it. It was how I felt when Charlo flattened Tony Harrison. Oh man. Damn. And before the flattening came, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. But Tony Harrison didn't fight the same way that he fought in the first one. I thought in the second one he was a little bit irresponsible and a little bit too cocky. Braskarov, Brian Norman almost killed that Japanese dude. Yeah, man, he almost killed him. But that Japanese dude, who is he really? You know, who he been in the ring with. And he can fight. He can fight. He earned that title shot. I'm not going to discredit or diminish him. But we all know, my God, that Japanese dude is nowhere near Devin Haney's level. Wes does it. He got cocky. Man, listen, for that second fight, Harrison looked like he thought he was just going to go in there and wash him or something. Too cocky, too irresponsible with the defense, getting hit with punches that he didn't get hit the first time around. That spelled the end of it for him. That spelled the end of it for him. All you got to look is the punches that he was being hit with in that second fight. He was avoiding those. But, I don't know. It's almost like he went into that second fight acting like Charlo don't got no power. Like, you ain't got nothing for me. There you go. He got put. That's what happens. But Tony Harrison, you know, made it all the way to the top. You got to respect him. I respect fighter. Any fighter who's able to become a world champion, even if they lose that title in their very next fight, the very next fight they could lose it. And I got mad respect for that man. Because I understand what it takes for people to go all the way up to becoming a world champion. While we live in a social media age where if you don't fight a celebrity, people think you're a nobody. If you don't fight somebody who's very famous, you're a nobody. I have a very good understanding of skill level. And I have a very good understanding of what it takes for a guy to climb all the way up to the top 10 in the rankings and then go all the way to a title shot and beat whoever they put in front of him. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of talent, my peoples. So when somebody grab a strap, I'm like, yo, salute. Bam. You did that, homie. You did that shit. Because most fighters will never win a title, my peoples. Most fighters will never experience becoming a world champion. So the few that do get to put on a strap around their waist, you got to respect that. We got to stop calling world champions overrated and bums and hype jobs. That's wicked stuff, man. That's evil stuff. Guy don't bust his ass for you don't know how long, sacrificed time with the family, sacrifice having fun with their friends, sacrifice life, sacrifice a social life, and finally get there for people to be like, nah, he a high job. He a bum. Nah, my peoples. When somebody grab a belt, you got to respect that. Braskarov, we just witnessed Bud do that. Saying, but Terrence Crawford, look at what he's accomplished throughout his career. But, Crawford has been accomplishing for over 10 years at this point. Imagine, that's what people don't understand, They say he ain't beat nobody, like the haters and shit. But just think about it, bro. Terrence Crawford has been fighting either world champions, former world champions, or highly ranked opponents for over 10 years at this point. For over 10 years, all of his fights have been to grab a title or a title defense. People just don't understand what it takes to pull that off. Over 10 years fighting for titles or title defenses. At that level, you're not fighting bums. You're not fighting tomato cans. So for him to just keep winning and winning and winning, you witnessed it and you don't understand it. And in the future, people who didn't witness it, they'll look back at the resume and say, damn, this is one of the greatest fighters of all time. The people who didn't witness it are going to give him more flowers than the people who were there too busy hating to see what was actually going down. Braskarov, they call all his opponent nobody. Bro, Amir Khan turned into a nobody when Crawford beat him. Kell Brook turned into a nobody. Madrimov, a world champion, he a nobody. When he beat him, he turned him into a nobody. Shakur Stevenson too. He already turned Zepeda into a nobody. Turned De Los Santos into a nobody. Great fighters, but just because he beat them, they're nobody. That's the way the cookie crumbles. My peoples, I want to give a shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Had a little fun, enjoy the fight. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be on and popping. I'm going to be calling all 4 of those fights. And by the way, tomorrow I will do an episode of Boxing for Breakfast. Early morning, not too early, so that you guys have enough time to wake up and get it popping, so we can make our final predictions. So we will make final predictions for these 4 fights tomorrow. You have the... yo, listen, Wes does it. Tomorrow's going to be your last chance to change your mind. You still can switch to Devin Haney. You still can't switch, but tomorrow's going to be your last shot. Wes does it. I'm glad Bud got redemption. I've been a fan since he beat the Cuban champ. Gamboa, Yuriorkis Gamboa. I started following him 2 or 3 fights before that. But I believed in him the whole time. I knew that he was a special fighter, and look at the way it played out. But again, my peoples, tomorrow morning, Boxing for Breakfast will be live. We'll be talking about these 4 fights. We'll make final predictions. Wes does it. If you want to change your pick for the Devin Haney-Brian Norman Jr. fight, you can do it. You can do it. Braskarov, who is more marketable? Who is more marketable out of who, my brother? Are you saying out of Devin and Brian Norman Jr., or are you saying out of all these fighters, or in boxing overall? What are we talking about? If you could clarify that one for me, my guy. Who is more marketable? Because right now, there's a lot of young fighters that are marketable. Wes does it. What time are the fights? Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. And I will be saying that in tomorrow's episode of Boxing for Breakfast. These are afternoon fights. They're going down like I think the card is going to start like at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to clarify that to everybody in the morning to make sure nobody misses it. Braskarov. Yeah, Haney versus Norman. Oh, who's more marketable between Haney and Norman? I mean, I think that they're both marketable. I know that some people are going to say, no, Brian Norman Jr. because he could knock him out. But no, I think that they're both marketable. The most marketed person in boxing history was Floyd Mayweather. Is Floyd Mayweather. And he wasn't out there knocking people out. He wasn't out there blowing people out of the water. He was out there outboxing them. Yeah, he still became the guy. So I would say there's fans who say, no, it's Brian Norman Jr. because he got that power. But I'll say they're both super marketable. They're both, whoever wins, their stock is going to skyrocket. The loser, if they lose in a good fight, their stock is gonna be good as well. So I'm looking at Jake Paul in the press conference talking about his fight with Anthony Joshua. He's talking about the weight difference and all of this. He's talking about giving the fans what they want. You know, Jake Paul, sometimes I think he's trolling because I'm like, damn, this guy's talking about giving the fans what they want. And out of your whole career, you didn't fight anybody that nobody want to see you fight. Like, what the hell you talking about? Wes Dustin, Norman is a fighter's fighter. More like Bud. I mean, look, Brian Norman Jr., man, the way that he moves inside and outside the ring, you gotta admire it. Gotta admire it. Wes Dustin, AJ gonna crack that dome piece. That's how I see it, man. AJ's gonna sleep him brutally. Brutally. That's the only way I see it playing out. My peoples, I'm about to get the hell out of here. Once again, shout out to everybody who tuned in for Fight Night with JSmiff. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for that episode of Boxing for Breakfast. And my peoples, if you haven't subscribed to Box Center 2.0, make sure you subscribe. We're at 49 subscribers. When we get to 50, I'm going to announce the new show, which is going to kick off, and I'm going to give you the date the new show is going to kick off. So come on, we need to get to 50 subscribers. We only need one more. Maybe one of you guys haven't subscribed. You'll do that shit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, my peoples. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm JSmiff. This is Box Center, your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Brasco West Dustin. I'll see y'all tomorrow, my peoples. Bam. Vámonos de aquí, mi gente.